Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be having the pre-match preview between FC Barcelona and Salzburg. This is going to be a match that is going to be taking place in Austria, and this will also be considered as the fourth friendly that Barcelona will be playing in this month. And it has also been considered that this is going to be one of the most difficult games that Barcelona is going to be facing within this preseason. Because look, Salzburg is a team that is considered as a powerhouse. You look at what they have been winning in the past 6 years. From the year 2014 all the way until 2020, Salzburg has won every league title. And this is going to be the team that Barcelona is going to be facing, is a team that is dominant in their own league. And over the past 1 to 2 years, Salzburg has really been known for the pressing game, to know how to press, to counter press, to take the ball immediately within the first 5 to 6 seconds. And one of the coaches that has implemented this idea towards Salzburg is Jesse Marsch. He first did start as an assistant manager at Salzburg and then became the manager for Salzburg last season. And he said that through his time at Salzburg, he wanted to leave one thing, and that is an identity, to know how this team does play and what they do stand for, and that is the pressing game. Just go look at how Salzburg approached Bayern Munich back in 2020 and how they approached Liverpool back in 2019. Now, the main reason why I'm saying this is because this is going to be, again, a difficult game, and this is the type of team that Barcelona is going to be playing. And that is also what many of us do want to see coming from Koeman's players. It is going to be this: what players are going to be capable to lift their level against a team that always does want the ball. This is going to be very important, right? Because Barcelona is going to be facing teams like Salzburg or teams like Inter Milan, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, where we are going to be needing individual players to up their level in tough situations, because whatever player is capable to put out a great performance, to exceed their own expectations in very tense situations, those are going to be the players that Koeman is going to be counting on. We saw that with Pedri, we saw that with Ansu Fati. Now it is the time against Salzburg to see what players can step up. So is it going to be Demir? Is it going to be Alejandro Balde? Is it going to be Gavi? Is it going to be Nico Gonzalez? Or could it be Riqui Puig? Now keep in mind, when it comes to a player like Emerson could be on this list, but we do not expect Emerson to feature in this list because he has just joined the preseason training yesterday. So he is not expected to participate, but there is a list of players that Koeman is going to be eyeing to see if they can perform at that specific level or even more. So there are many things that the fans, the coaches, the coaching staff, the sporting department do want to see within this game. And we do expect Barcelona to come out with the exact same approach when they did face Stuttgart and put that type of level against Salzburg. And what's great about this whole thing, about testing these players to know what players you do want to use on the field, is that the squad that we do have right now, at this very moment, I do think that this is going to be the squad that Koeman is going to want to use throughout the upcoming season. I just do not see any major changes, any major transfers. So when it comes to any player like Gavi or Pedri or De Jong or Nico Gonzalez or Alejandro Balde or Dest or Emerson, I do not expect any of these players leaving FC Barcelona, nor do I not expect any big time player coming into this Barcelona starting 11. So like I have said, whatever player does perform at a great level during this preseason, those are going to be the players that Ronald Koeman is going to be wanting to use. And Koeman has made it very clear in this preseason on who he does want to work with and who he is counting on. So there are going to be 3 things that we do want to see in this game against Salzburg. Going to point number 1, Gavi starting in the starting 11. If Barcelona want to build their next great team after Messi, after Antoine Griezmann, after Depay, Gavi has to be within that image. And the first thing that you do have to do is to start Gavi in games like this. His technique and his positioning, it is there. It does exist within this player. And what's so great about this whole thing and this whole situation is that, like I've said, Salzburg is going to be a team that's going to want to press Barcelona. And the biggest question is going to be this: if Gavi starts, can Gavi show that he is press resistant? That is what many of us do want to see. Can he be capable to handle the amount of pressing that Salzburg is going to be inputting? And I bet that he will. And let me tell you, if he can do that and also show that he has the technique, the positioning, the ability to always create and to be press resistant, he is going to be a very valuable player. So we do want to see that in tomorrow's night's match. Moving on to point number 2, and that is going to be that we want to see a different and young midfield. So it could either be Nico Gonzalez, Puig and Gavi, or it could be Nico Gonzalez, Frenkie de Jong and Puig, or it could be Frenkie de Jong starting as a central defensive midfielder and then having Puig and Gavi as the interiors. Now, I have said that Busquets is going to be a starter for the upcoming season. I do assume that that's going to continue to be the plan under Ronald Koeman, but it just doesn't hurt to use these players that I have just mentioned or these different types of midfields in order to grow these players. Nico Gonzalez, Frenkie de Jong, Puig, Gavi, they are the future. I wish I could say that Pedri should be starting in this match, but he is busy with the Olympics and going to be facing Brazil. But hopefully, this could be a match where Koeman can experiment and to find out what these group of players could bring that Busquets cannot bring in his position. It's going to be very interesting. And then moving on towards point number 3, and that is going to be the duel between Antoine Griezmann and Memphis Depay. Now, this is a very unexpected chemistry when it comes to these two players because they have actually shown some promise. They have actually shown that they do understand each other. Many of us were expecting, okay, we could see a duel between Messi and Depay, or maybe Messi and Griezmann, but we were never talking about Antoine Griezmann and Depay having a great chemistry, because in the last game we saw so many times on Antoine Griezmann holding the ball outside or inside the box, waiting for Memphis Depay to make that run, or Memphis Depay holding the ball and making Griezmann make those runs. We saw many of those things. The 1-2s that they do provide inside and outside the box, they just do greatly complement each other, and that is a great thing to see. My only concern is going to be this: once Messi does enter the starting 11 or the squad list and he is available to play for FC Barcelona in La Liga, how is all of this going to work? How is Memphis Depay, Griezmann and Messi going to be able to start together in the front 3? Because let me tell you, Griezmann cannot play as a number 9 with a front 3 like this. We have seen that already, but Memphis Depay can. So let's say that Memphis Depay goes into the number 9 spot and Messi plays as a right winger. Could Antoine Griezmann function as a left winger? We have seen that also, that he is not capable enough to play as a left winger. And many of you guys might say, but Kevin, he can learn how to play as a left winger under Ronald Koeman. He is a world-class player and he can adapt to whatever he does like. But here's the thing, right? You could be right, but as a left winger in FC Barcelona, you are expected to know how to pass players, how to dribble past players, how to take on players, how to make those runs on the left flank. Griezmann is not that type of player, and he himself has admitted to it to the media, that he does not know how to dribble. He is a player that knows how to arrive to the box, a player that can create for the other players, but never be that type of player like a Ronaldinho or a Neymar or a Depay or a Ansu Fati. So one of the solutions towards this could be this: if we want to see the duel and the chemistry between Griezmann and Depay, there could be some games throughout the season where Messi does not necessarily have to play. So maybe against Eibar or against Levante or against Real Sociedad, or maybe in the Kings Cup matches where Messi does not have to play, and we could see Depay and Antoine Griezmann. We have seen that and experimented with that before, where we did not play Messi in those specific games and Griezmann was taking the mantle. And what's great about this whole thing this time is that with Depay and Griezmann within the front 3, and maybe with Dembele or Ansu Fati, this could be a Barcelona that can show chances, that is able to score goals. A front 3 that could be Dembele, Griezmann and Depay that can bring different options. But those are going to be the 3 points. As of now, the squad list is not available. Again, it's going to be a very tough game, but that is what makes it so exciting, is that we want to see these players to bring a different level to show that they are ready for the first team. That is also going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona pre-match preview. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.